welcome to Shreve Memorial Library's virtual story time. I'm Miss Lynn at the North Shreveport Branch, and today I'm going to share some love stories with you. Won't that be fun? But really, these are really good love stories. The first one is about a bunny and some chocolate cake, and the second one, well, it's about a monster, but it's not scary. Shall we get started? The first one's called Betty Bunny Loves Chocolate Cake. Look at the back of this book. It says, I am going to marry chocolate cake, Betty Bunny. If that doesn't get you interested, I don't know what will. Let's find out if she really does marry chocolate cake. I think she has a good idea. Betty Bunny Loves Chocolate Cake. Michael B. Kaplan is the author and Stephanie Jorish is the illustrator. Betty Bunny was a handful. There's Betty Bunny being a handful. She knew this because her mother always said, Betty Bunny, you are a handful. And her father always said, your mother sure is right about that. Betty Bunny knew that her mother and father loved her, so being a handful must be very good. One day, after a healthy dinner of carrots, potatoes, and peas, Mother said, who wants dessert? I have chocolate cake. Betty Bunny, who was not very good at trying new things, announced, I hate chocolate cake. Chocolate cake is yucky. What's chocolate cake? I think Betty Bunny should give new things a try. So her mother gave her a piece, and Betty Bunny tried it. It was the yummiest thing she had ever put in her mouth. When I grow up, I'm going to marry chocolate cake, said Betty Bunny. Here she is. You can't marry a dessert, said her brother Henry. Look, there's her brother Henry. You could marry a baker who makes chocolate cake, added her sister Kate. Or you could just buy your cake at the store and then you don't have to marry anyone, said their older brother Bill. There's the older brother Bill. He's got an answer for everything. You'll see. Betty Bunny thought about it for a while. No, she finally said, I'm going to marry chocolate cake. Whatever, said Bill, but you're going to have really weird-looking kids. That night, Betty Bunny's mother kissed her and tucked her in. Good night, Betty Bunny. I love you, she said. Betty Bunny looked up into her mother's eyes and said, good night, Mommy. I love chocolate cake. The next day at school, Betty Bunny's teacher said, good morning, Betty Bunny. How are you? Betty Bunny said, I'm a handful and I love chocolate cake. Her teacher said, A is for apple, B is for ball, C is for cat. Betty Bunny said, A is for chocolate cake, B is for chocolate cake, C is for, what do you think she said? Chocolate cake. During playground time, Betty Bunny tried to make chocolate cake by mixing water and dirt. It looked a little like chocolate cake, but it didn't taste very much like chocolate cake. Betty Bunny started to cry. I want chocolate cake, she said. Her teacher told her that they had no chocolate cake at school. Betty Bunny said, I hate school. School's yucky. There she is. There she is. All the other kids are. She has made a mess. After school, her mother drove her home. How was your day? She asked. I ate mud, Betty Bunny answered unhappily. I want chocolate cake. Sometimes, her mother explained, you can't have what you want right away, so you need to wait. Have you ever heard that before? And that's called having patience. But I don't want to have patience, Betty Bunny protested. I want to have, what do you think she said? Chocolate cake. That night at dinner, her mother told Betty Bunny she could not have dessert until she ate a healthy dinner. Usually, Betty Bunny liked healthy food. Not tonight. Tonight, all she wanted was chocolate cake. Her father told her, "Don't come to me," hoping to get a different answer. There they are, getting ready to have dinner. Uh-oh. Betty Bunny looks like she's maybe being a handful. Henry said, "If you were smart, you'd eat some peas." Kate said, "You should try some carrots. They make cake out of them too, you know." Kate's pretty smart. Bill said, "Why don't you have some chocolate cake? That's what you really want." "Oh, no, wait. You can't." Ha ha. Big brothers. There he is. Betty Bunny picked up some peas. She threw them at Henry. She threw some carrots at Cake, and worst of all, she threw mashed potatoes at Bill. They stuck to his forehead. Everyone was shocked. Even Betty Bunny was shocked. She hadn't really meant to do something so awful. Oh dear, I think things are getting out of hand for Betty Bunny. Mother was not happy that Bill had teased his sister. She was even less happy with Betty Bunny. She told Betty Bunny to go straight to bed. There would be no chocolate cake tonight. Betty Bunny screamed, "This family is yucky!" Then she remembered she was hungry, so she crammed her mouth full of peas, carrots, and mashed potatoes and ran off to bed. There she is, running off to bed. Let's see what happens to Betty now. When her mother came into her room to kiss her goodnight, she told Betty Bunny, "Sweetheart, you know that I still love you." "Mommy," Betty Bunny said, "you know that I still love chocolate cake." Betty Bunny does not look happy. Just thinking about the cake she was not eating made her cry. Then it made her scream. Then it made her kick the wall, which hurt her foot, which made her cry all over again. "Betty Bunny," her mother said as she rubbed the little bunny's foot, "I'm going to put a piece of chocolate cake on a plate in the refrigerator. It will be your piece of cake, and you can eat it tomorrow after a healthy dinner. Maybe if you know it's there waiting for you, it will be easier to be patient." Betty Bunny stopped crying. She liked this idea, so she wanted to say something especially nice to her mother. "Mommy," she said, "you're a handful." There's Betty Bunny screaming and throwing a fit, and there she is talking to Mommy. The next morning, Betty Bunny wanted to say goodbye to her chocolate cake before she left for school. So she opened the refrigerator and saw her piece of cake sitting on its plate. It looked so lonely. Betty Bunny knew that the cake would miss her all day while she was at school. So she picked it up and put it in her pocket. At school, her teacher said, "Betty Bunny, you seem very happy today." Betty Bunny just giggled. There was chocolate cake in her pocket, and no one knew it but her. As Betty Bunny finished munching her last carrot at dinner that night, her mother smiled. "Betty Bunny," she said, "you were patient and waited all day for your cake," which she was, wasn't she? "You ate a good dinner. I am very proud of you. Would you like to get your cake out now?" Betty Bunny reached into her pocket. Her cake was gone. Instead of cake, her pocket was filled with brown, goopy mess. There they are at the table there. Betty Bunny reaching into her pocket. My cake! Oh dear. Henry said, "I can't believe you put cake in your pocket." Kate said, "Betty Bunny, food doesn't go in your pocket." Bill said, "Guess you can't marry that piece of cake now." Big brothers. Her mother got her a new piece of cake, and then she explained that putting cake in your pocket is not really the same as being patient. Betty Bunny finally understood. She promised from now on she would be patient. There she's A new piece of chocolate cake. And so the next morning, when Betty Bunny opened the refrigerator to say goodbye to her new piece of cake, she remembered that she couldn't put it in her pocket. Yay for Betty Bunny. And that is why she stuffed it very carefully into her sock. Oh, Betty Bunny. The end. Wasn't that a great story? Our next story is called Love Monster by Rachel Bright. This is a monster. Hello, monster. There he is. I think you'll agree he's a little bit funny looking, to say the least. Oh, I think he's kind of cute. Don't you think he's kind of cute? He lives in a world of cute, fluffy things, which makes being funny looking pretty darn hard. There's all the cute, fuzzy, cute things, and there's the monster. I still think he's really, really cute. Don't you think he's really, really cute? I think he's really, really cute. You might have noticed that everybody loves kittens and puppies, you know. Oh, and princesses and bunnies and all kinds of cuddly things. Don't you love cuddly things? I do. You know, cute, fluffy things. But nobody loves a slightly hairy, I suppose, a bit googly-eyed monster. Poor monster. Aww. Aww. This might be enough to make a monster feel, well, a bit down in the dumps. But, not being the moping around sort, he decided to set out and look for someone who'd love him just the way he was. Good for him. Oh, the sign says big, wide world. He's going out there, looking for love. He looked high. He looked low. Oh, tumbleweed. He looked middle-ish. He looked inside. And outside. Ooh, ooh. More than once, he thought that maybe, just maybe, he'd found what he was looking for. But as it turned out, things were never quite as they seemed. Oh, he found his reflection. Yes, it would be fair to say that his search did not go well. Oh dear, he's got his list. He's crossing out all the things that he's looked for. High and low and in the middle and inside and outside, elsewhere even. And then it didn't go well some more. Aww. It didn't go well for such a long time, in fact, that it began to get dark and scary. Oh. And, well, not very nice. So the monster, having lost all his oomph, decided it was time to give up. Oh, and go home. Oh, poor little monster. Oh, look, it says this is the bus to Cutesville. Oh, he's going back to all the cute, fluffy things. But in the blink of a googly eye, everything changed. Y'all, look who's driving the bus. You see, sometimes when you least expect it, love finds you. The end. And at the very, very, very back, look, there they are. And it's welcome to Cutesville, home of the fluffy and slightly hairy. The end. Now, wasn't that a fun love story time? I thought it was great. I'm glad you joined me, and I hope you join me next time. See you later.